Hello, my name is Cameron, and I will be interviewing my dog. I'm just joking. I have a treat. Go ahead and have him say hello. All right, so I will be interviewing my mom. Just to start off, have her say hello.
Hello.
um, so, um, this is an interview that will be shown to my class, and so if you do not have anything you would like shared, I would personally suggest not talking about it during this point of the interview. Um, so hello, welcome. How may I help you today?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Um, so I don't know, it's kind of awkward.
It is a little bit. At least the dogs are here to help.
Yes, eating their treats. I guess so about me. One thing that is my goal for this year, and this is all for 2024, is to, I want to grow as a person, mental health wise, be able to put things in some type of priority. Physically, for my weight loss, I've lost about 35, 40 pounds so far since last year. So I'm working on that. And it's really trying to find ways to mentally organize myself, if that makes sense. Prioritize things and schedule them, because I have a really hard time prioritizing what I should be doing.
What would you count as your priorities?
Everybody else but me, of course. As a mom, it's making sure everyone else has everything that they need, dinner provided every night, clothes are clean. Even though y'all do your own laundry, I still have you done your laundry? Are you good before I do mine? I always try to make sure everybody else is okay instead of myself. And unless I put myself first, sometimes I'm not going to be able to continue to make sure everything else is taken care of. I don't know if that even makes sense.
No, it does. So you feel like you put others before yourself, and you feel like you should sort of lessen on that and care for yourself more?
Yes and no. I mean, like I said, as a mom and as a wife, you have those priorities that you feel that you have to make sure that everyone else is taken care of. And of course, I want to continue doing that. But, I have my mother-in-law and her illnesses, making sure my mom is okay, even though she's never going to admit when something's wrong. And when she does, she tries to sugarcoat it. So I have to make sure she's good. Then I have dogs and grand dogs that you want to make sure that they are okay and they're not getting into anything, but somewhere in that I have to schedule time for myself. I don't want to put myself as a priority over my family, or my job, but I have to find ways to make time for me.
So on one hand, you know you need to take care of yourself, but on the other, you feel conflicted because you don't think you should be more of a priority than others.
Yes, that's true. Yes, because why? You just never should put yourself first. I mean, I see when you put yourself first as selfish, but if you don't somehow put yourself time for yourself, you're not going to you're going to run yourself ragged to I have to spend a day in bed. And not like, oh, I'm so sick, I need to stay in bed. It's like, hey, I don't want to have to deal with anything and get out of the bed to go to do anything. I want to send everybody I don't want to talk to voicemail and just chill. I've had to have those days this year because of the stress of everything else coming up on me, and that's not good for me.
Mm-hmm. You pushed yourself to a limit to where you're pretty much forced to have time by yourself because you haven't had time in such a long length of time.
I feel like it's short with everyone else if I don't. But like in that, I think I need to put exercise, not only for my mental health, but for my physical health. Because, like I said, I get off work, I come home, I cook. Yes, anybody else could cook, and no, I don't give them a chance, and that's hard for me to give them a chance to do it because that's what I've done for the past 20 years. So it's breaking. I don't know how to break down. What's the word for it? Routine. I don't know how to stop the routine from continuing.
He's not very helpful with this.
No, he's not.
Trying to
he
help
likes,
you with your.
He likes to cause chaos.
Of course.
He likes to cause chaos, but he also brings comic relief for those times that you're a little stressed out.
So, have you tried anything to put time for yourself aside during the day?
I say I will. Like I say, I'm going to get up early. I'm going to get up early and I'm going to exercise. And then my alarm goes off and I get up and I make sure Ethan's up. And then I lay back down and I'm like, okay. And I tell Alexa to snooze for like 10 more minutes. And then next thing I know, it's time for me to get up and get dressed, make sure Ethan's up, get everything ready. It's all about me making myself do things. And if I did get up earlier, maybe I could go to the gym before work. It's just making myself do it and prioritizing what's more important, me and my health, or laying in the bed another 10-15 minutes and relaxing.
But that is the time you get to where you can be alone and you can have some self-time that you have been lacking during the day.
Yeah, that's true. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm not done.
I know. Bless you.
I'm sure your class will get a kick out of my sneeze. I was only 3. I don't know. I mean, yes, but then again, like, I know I need to be more physically evolved, physically active, because I am on a routine. When you get old, I'm not older. As you grow older, because I refuse to be old, you just do. You get on this set routine of life. And it's not that life has become mundane, like to where I'm bored with anything, because, you know, I still have a good time. And I still enjoy it. But I know with all the things that are stacking up with family outside of our home, the stress of dealing with chronically ill in-laws, and figuring out how I'm going to get them to the doctor, how I'm going to get everything scheduled, plus work, so your father doesn't have to miss work, and then still make sure all of me's taken care of. I've just become so overwhelmed and frustrated at it that I feel that I give off anger, and I don't want it to be angry. I'm not an angry person. I don't like to be angry. I don't like to be in a bad mood. And I try to warn people when I'm like, I know I'm in a bad mood today. I'm sorry if I'm snappy like I was, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, Monday and Tuesday. I just try to, I don't know. I've got to find a way to release that tension for myself and for others, because I'm just gonna, and I probably need to handle my ADHD too. Well, that's not for today.
So overall, you have been putting yourself last,
mm-hmm.
But when you do move yourself up the want list, you end up feeling upset with yourself because why should you, quotation marks, be more important than like the in-laws are?
So on weekends, weekends, we go and do what we have to do Saturday mornings or Sundays mornings. Church, grocery shopping for what y'all need, prom, life. We get life done. I come home, I wash clothes, I try to clean up the house a little bit, and then I go take a nap. When I really should be going to check on my mother-in-law and making sure she has what she needs, helping her because I know she's depressed to be in a skilled nursing facility, and with the chronic illness, knowing I should be doing that, but instead I'm taking a nap because I'm tired, because I work 40 hours a week. I take care of a home, I take care of family, but I still have that's constantly there, so I feel guilty. I feel very guilty for taking my nap on the weekends.
Yeah, even though you have a busy day.
Yeah, even though I still get a lot accomplished, I'm still guilty about it.
Now, if you were to not take those naps, would you have a desire to go to your in-laws, or do you feel that's just something you'd rather push to the last moment?
That's a hard one to admit fully, because the relationship hasn't always been there, but I'm not that kind of person to hold grudges. Even though mentally I may hold grudges, well, I wouldn't say mentally. I would say even though my heart sometimes holds grudges, I'm not that kind of person. I feel the requirement to assist in any way that I possibly can. I would, and it's not because I think, I have people say, well, that wouldn't do, nobody, so and so wouldn't do that for you. Why would you do it for so and so? Well, because that's who I am. That's the person that I am. I'm going to help however I can, when I can. So when I do put that behind, when I put that off, I feel guilty because I'm doing that, because I know it's more of that little bit of not guilt, the little bit of resentment that I have that's hiding in my heart that I shouldn't have.
So, do you feel like you have a reason to go see them other than taking care of yourself with the little time you do have?
Reason is not the word, it's more of a requirement. I feel required. And so when I feel like, and it's a necessity that I should have to be the one I should do it, even though I don't want to do it. I should. And then that puts me taking care of me aside and makes me feel more guilty.
Do you think you would have the ability to do all that? Since you are working a 40-hour week and
that's
the weekends?
The thing, no. I don't have, there's not enough hours in, well, I guess there would be more hours if I didn't sleep late and take naps. But I fought all those naps so much as a child that I feel that I deserve those naps now. It's not because I'm depressed. It's not because I'm sad. I just enjoy a good nap.
Doesn't everybody enjoy a good nap? But since you do push off those hours, do you feel that you're tired because you don't have the amount of time during the week and during the day to just kind of take in the moment and relax your body and self?
Possibly. Because I'm always at a rush during the week, that those naps on Saturday or Sunday they're guilt tripping but much needed. So I have to work on that guilt.
What do you think would happen if you did skip out on those times?
On my nap?
On the time where you spend on your own and for yourself, like when you do take self-care actions.
What if I skipped those times?
What do you feel would happen?
I would be a crazy maniac woman who no one would want to be around.
So don't you think it's a necessity in some way to take care of yourself?
It's a necessity, yeah.
So why do you feel guilty when you do set a time points?
Because in life I feel we should always be there for others. And as a mom, that's just, as a daughter too, I guess, because it's really not being there for, of course I'm there for y'all. Yeah, that's not even a thought, not even a sliver of my annoyance of anything other than your dog's tearing up his gnome right now. But it's more of things that happen outside this house that I have to figure out how to juggle between work, the out of hours things for work, and just life in general. So yeah, without my naps, nobody would want to be around me.
Yes, I do think it's important that you do prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
Like they say, when you get on an airplane, put on your mask before assisting others. So I know that's a hard deposit for you.
But are you supposed to put it on the kids first?
No, because if you don't have your mask on, you can't help them.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to clean up all that mess.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm gonna put, if I have to choose, I'm putting a mask on my kids before I put a mask on myself. I don't care.
I think that's some personal stuff we need to work on. Okay, well, thank you so much for allowing me to record this interview.
Yeah.
Also called our daily discussions.
I know. Thanks for making me think more about it.
All right. Goodbye.